G'day, welcome back to the show. Daryl here and Paul Reedy. How are you, my friend?
Good, Daryl. How are you, mate?
Oh, mate, outstanding. Thanks for coming on the show. Guys, in June I was talking about Paul Reedy, how he's always on the phone chasing business, and it's true, mate, isn't it?
Yeah.
K&R Plumbing Supplies. You just don't open the doors every day.
No,
well, you do, but
yeah, we open them, but you got to generate your business.
Yeah.
You can't just expect that people are going to come in and support a local business just because you're local all the time. You've got to keep up with trends, and you've got to keep in touch with your customer.
Yeah, and mate, I'm amazed. You just drove back from Brisbane. I walked in here, the phone's going off. You're watching stock going out. You know what's going on. You've got your finger on the pulse, and mate, credit to you. I think that's just amazing. So, where does that customer philosophy come from? From the Paul Reedy I met when I had Carmel working at Myer, who was kicking the footy around and
my little
carrying
sister,
on, and then you've got this customer focus. So, where did that customer focus come from?
It's probably just something that's been bred into us right back from Dad and Randall when they first started the business back in 1979.
79, yep.
And back then, no mobile phones. Everything was face-to-face business. Your customer had to come in to get their order, or they'd ring you from a landline, or they'd bring a piece of paper in or a piece of old fibro, and you'd deliver the gear to them. So everything was face-to-face. Now there's a lot of electronic and a lot of phone. Mobile phones are prevalent, and Facebook and everything. So you really need to get back to face-to-face. I think people have got so wound up with electronic that they're getting inundated with it. You know, particularly emails. It's nearly death by email sometimes. And so to get to that customer, while you use that as a means of transferring information, you've still got to talk to them face-to-face. So it's something that's been bred into us right from day one, that your customer's paramount and never taken for granted.
And look, I agree with you, mate. I was in this charity for a dog rescue group, and look, great work they're doing. They all talk through Facebook, and I couldn't do it properly. I said, just ring me or email me, you know. But they're the younger generation. That's fine, and I guess maybe your business, you were saying you're going to do some Facebook. You'll have to have someone on there to monitor that stuff.
Yeah, we're just going down that path now. It's never been something that. But it's got so big now, and our new wave of customers, are young plumbers or apprentice plumbers now, and they're coming through, and they've been brought up with it. So it's just the norm to them. It's acceptable. So we've got to move with the times on that. It's probably not something I'll be the one monitoring, but someone will be doing it. But customers are so important.
And if you get someone young who's up to it, who can monitor that page for you properly, that's the key, essential of it. Mate, in the 80s, I met a lovely lady, Sandy Starr, who sang the K&R Plumbing Supply song.
Yeah, we're still using that jingle. Yeah, we still use it. We're only talking about that yesterday. I had a meeting in Brisbane yesterday, and Randall and I drove down, and we were talking about it on the way down that the jingle, we use the music behind it, but we're actually going to go back and start using the words to the jingle again. Talk to Nev, talk to Randy. It's very iconic, and it's some of those jingles, if you've lived around our area, that once the ad starts, it's in your head. And that's what you want. You want top of mind recall. You want people to appreciate that the advertising you've done, that when something does happen and they need plumbing supplies, that they'll, I'll talk to Nev or talk to Randy. And
well, mate, if I think of two businesses in Toowoomba, that's one, the K&R Plumbing Supply song, and Blooming Gorgeous.
Yes, they've got a great jingle too. Yeah, I know the team. We do a bit of business with them. Yeah, so they're a great business. Yeah, nice people.
Yeah, great. Now, mate, October 17, you started a concept. When did that start, Randall? The K&R Plumbing Supplies.
19 years, 20th year this year.
Randall's over the side here. He's a bit camera shy today.
So this will be our 21st show.
21st show
coming up.
With Rumours.
With Rumours, always been at Rumours.
Always stay with Jimmy.
Yeah. And Jimmy's got a great business philosophy for the way it was, and right from the word go when we first did that show. And he said, "Are you making it a yearly event?" And I said, "Yes, we'll be down there every year." And we have. And he said to me, "Well, we'll make sure that we'll lock it in for use every year, and we'll always look after you." And he has looked after us all the time. And we've had competitors that have wanted to come and go and try and do that, and Jim's not allowed them in. Because he understands too, if they all start doing the same show as us there, we all end up drifting away. And then he loses business. So he'd rather have a bird in the hand. So he's looked after us for 21 years, and I suppose it's local to local, isn't it? Face to face that we're always talking about. The more you can support local businesses in everything you do, the better you are. We support, when we buy vehicles, we buy them off local dealers, and when we buy stationery, buy it off local office suppliers, and so you've got to try and support it. And Rumours and the Ashford Morgus brothers have always been very generous in Toowoomba, especially when times have got, there's charity events coming on. I don't think people realise how much they contribute. So,
Yeah.
Rumours, October 17th this year, 21 years, biggest bathroom, kitchen, laundry exhibition in Queensland.
And it's amazing. I can be there 2 weeks before getting ready for a function, and people are coming up the stairs looking for it.
Yep.
2 weeks beforehand, so it is iconic.
Yeah,
It's iconic. And mate, I'd like to come Toowoomba 4350 TV on the 17th, and we'll do some live broadcasts with Graham. Graham's on board?
Graham Roney, he'll be there. So no, that'll be good. We'd love to see that
Okay.
happen out there. But
Right.
yeah, it's a great. Toowoomba's a fantastic town.
Yeah.
And the surrounding Darling Downs. We call it Toowoomba, but really it's that far out west now. Out through Chinchilla and Roma and Warwick and up through Crow's Nest and all that, and down through Gatton. It's all one big sort of area,
Right.
and we deal in it really well. And we've always supported that area with everything we support. Different sports and charity events we've been involved in. I remember years ago when we got introduced at a function, and Ruka said, anything that shakes, rattles or rolls, I think these fellas have sponsored or supported in some way. And
Right.
there's a lot of people putting them, asking for help all the time. So you try to help as many as you can, but that's where the local people support you, so you're able to support them back and give something back like you are.
Great stuff. And mate, just a couple of things we'll wrap up quickly. Just the footy, the TRL and the Clydesdales.
Yeah, the Clydesdales,
loving
and loving the Clydesdales. It was a job we got into probably about 7 years ago, and we've got representative football going again, and our goal is to get back into the Intrust Super Cup.
Yep.
And we're ticking the boxes as we go, and we've just done a deal with the Titans, which gets signed off next week with them and the QRL, so that's another box.
Yep.
We've just got the finances now to tick, and we're working on that path now. So
Great.
it'll be a real feather in the cap, and I don't know if people outside of rugby league will understand, but in Intrust Super Cup, when Toowoomba is represented in there, and will be as the Western Mustangs when we get back in there, when that's in there, this will be the only sport in Toowoomba that plays in a Queensland-wide comp that is televised live.
All right.
And therefore, when we get our 2 games every year, that has to be televised from Toowoomba, but plus the other games we play in down in Brisbane and Sunshine Coast and that, it's putting Toowoomba back on the map for great sporting. And
Good.
Queensland side was named yesterday
Yep.
in the under-20s. And we've got 3 fellas that come through our Clydesdale system in there. And the coach is also an ex-Toowoomba boy in Kurt Wrigley. So
Okay.
the under-18s we had representatives in there, and the under-16s we had Toowoomba representatives in there. So it's a great breeding ground for rugby league. So we need to be back in the Intrust Super Cup.
Outstanding. And a question I put to Robert Weymouth. I just saw him, and his video's already gone through. Toowoomba in the next 5 years, where do you see positioning yourself and your family and business?
Yeah, we'll still be here. I love it, and I love being in Toowoomba, and I love the business that we do. I just see us still being there and doing what we're doing, and hopefully, getting better at everything we do and trying to be stronger.
Yep.
Supporting the local community and having the local community support us. But I see Toowoomba getting better. The airport's a fantastic thing.
Amazing.
Stuff that's on the drawing board, that hasn't started yet, is what's going to help. With the new abattoirs that they're talking about, this huge business park that's going to be out through Charlton and out at Wellcamp and all that.
Yep.
I think that's going to employ a lot of people, and I think unemployment is the area we need. So if we can get lower unemployment, it drives demand for everything. It doesn't matter if it's clothes, food, different venues for entertainment, building houses, renovating. That's what's going to drive it as well.
Rentals at the moment, 3% vacancy rate. There's a lot of vacancies. And we need to get it back to 1 and under.
And that's what's going to do it. So people that have got jobs, they'll rent houses, they'll buy houses, they'll renovate houses. When they haven't got jobs or they're not sure of them, they stay at home longer, or you'll have 5 people in one house when there'll be prefer to be 2 if they could get out on their own, but they're not sure, so they try to keep their costs down. So that's where I think Toowoomba's going to go. I think it'll be a vibrant area.
Excellent. Mate, thanks for coming on the show.
No worries.
Really appreciate it. And October 17, K&R Plumbing Supplies at Rumours International.
Look forward to it.
Thanks
Thank
again.
you.
See ya.